Hey, good people, how you doing? This is PSD checking in with you guys. Trying to set up a little something. I got this quick little shindig I want to share, little relationship conversation. So, got a new little chair back there. So, hey, Natasha, how you doing? I want to share this nugget with you guys. Let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. And happy Sunday to everybody. Happy Sunday to everybody. Hey, Charlene. Hey, Amber. How you doing? Hope all is well. Let's see here. Hey, Olamide, or something like that. Hey, Terica. How you doing? Hey, Natasha, happy Sunday. Hey, Arnita. Hope all is well. Hey, Sonia. Oh, Denisha, Tanya. Hey, can you guys hear me loud and clear? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, is it clear or is it muffled or what? Hey, Bethany, I think that's your name. Hey, Tania, how you doing? Okay, I want to share this nugget. I want to share this little nugget real fast. I just left church, but I was gonna do this last night, but I was really tired. Hey, Tanra, what is it? Tanra. Okay. I want to share this nugget real fast with a couple of you guys. Hey, Dominique. Hey, Lillian. Something that I was thinking about in terms of relationships, and I want to share this real fast. Hey, Maureen. I'm done. Okay. Hey, everybody. All right. So I want to share this nugget where I thought about this, and maybe some of you guys can relate. But sometimes we all can get into a space where we feel clear, where we feel victorious, where we feel, like our lives is about to go into that next phase of life. And all of a sudden, it's like you finally got over what you've been going through, whether it be the bad relationship, culminated with a whole bunch of other things. And next thing you know, while you in this good space and things are moving great, all of a sudden, here goes the ex coming back into your life saying, hey, big head, or hey, whatever, complimenting you, or saying, hey, you know what? I regret that I, messed up, or I apologize to you, or whatever the case may be. And sometimes they're looking for that door to be back open, right? And so when you look at your life, many of us create an open door or a revolving door for an ex-mate, so to speak. But God showed me something in my own personal life, and you have to be very careful with that revolving door, because when you think that you're about to receive that blessing or that thing that God has in store for you, which was your actual time to receive it, sometimes we give into the emotions of our lives, and in that emotion space, we wind up allowing that person now to occupy a space in which they were never supposed to occupy. And now the very thing that we was about to receive, which was great, which was beautiful, now that thing is put on hold. Why? Because we opened the door, or we created the revolving door for somebody that the door was closed upon, and now that thing distracted you, and now God says they was not a part of the blessing. Now because you allowed this individual to enter back into your life, now you can't get what you were supposed to receive in this season. Now all the uphill stuff that you was now receiving is now going downhill. Now everything that you built up have become what? Now you're in a space and place where you're trying to figure out what the literal hell just happened in your life. Because now you're saying everything was going good. But if you think about it for one moment, realize something. Your life was going good until you allowed that person back into your life. And oftentimes we think that we can fix somebody, but it is not your job to fix anybody. Anytime God is about to bless you, the devil will try to send anything in your life, or quote unquote your kryptonite, your weakness, to what? Take you out of the space of blessing, take you out of the space of victory, and all of a sudden now you're back in the space of defeat, right where the devil wants you to be, a place of doubt, a place of no hope. Why? Because you opened the door to something that was closed. Now you have to look at your life and examine your moment right now and say, am I a revolving door to people, not just relationships, but am I a revolving door to people that aren't supposed to be in my life, but because of the history or because of the love, I am allowing that door to stay open, and now when you look at your life, everything is now gone. Because that person wasn't supposed to be a part of your life or that blessing. And not saying that every time somebody leaves that God can't bring them back. But sometimes we bring people back too soon. And God says you're supposed to wait on my timing. Are you understanding my will, or are you looking at your will, what you desire in the moment? So we have to now take a step back and say, you know what? Let me allow myself to be processed. And when I'm in the right state and the right frame of mind, where I'm not making an emotional decision, now I know that if she or he's supposed to be back in my life. But I can't make this decision based upon this person sounding good or saying I have changed or now I see it. And we give in to those things because we're manipulated by people. And so the minute somebody say I changed or I'm better, now we allow them to come into our lives. And then guess what? Your life began to change versus that person. Now everything that was changing good now goes back to the same place that you once was with that person. I have the degree for it. I can tell you right now that I was the guy who everything was going good for, and the minute I let my ex-girlfriend back in my life, all hell broke loose in my life. My life went backwards and not forward. Now all of a sudden I saw myself in a very dark place, and I'm trying to figure out how to get out of it. Now guess what? The trick to this is this. When you're in a dark place and you want that person in your life, you choose to not look at that person, but to look at everything else. And the reality of it is there are moments in your life when you have to look at that person and say, is my life this way because I made a decision to allow that person to enter back into my life? Because sometimes, as bad as you want that person, you got to let them go because they're blocking your blessing. They're blocking your miracle. They're blocking your increase, your harvest, everything that God wants. They are stopping it. And guess what? When you do not receive what God wants for your life, you have to now take a moment and say, I can't blame them because I let them in when I knew that God was saying no, or I felt I didn't have clear understanding that I should have let them in, but yet I let them in. And it wasn't the time, or it wasn't ever God's will, and I allowed my life to remain a revolving door. So you have to stop for a moment and stop creating a revolving door for people to come back into your life, to hurt your life, to set you back. Okay? It ain't that much love in the world, because if that was love, your life will be enhanced. If that was love, y'all would make it and God will bless it. But that ain't the person that God ordained for you to be in love with like that. And see, here's the deal. I'm going to do a different video on this one. But oftentimes we always say we wish they would have got it the first time. Well, if they got it the first time, then he or she would be your husband. They wasn't supposed to get it. So settle that in your spirit to recognize just maybe they wasn't supposed to get it. Just maybe he or she is not your husband. So don't wish that they got it. Just say, God, the man or the woman that is for me already have what I need. So the minute I meet them, guess what's going to happen? They're going to have everything you need. So you don't ever have to wish for somebody else or an ex to have or to possess the qualities that you wanted in them in the first place. Trust me. Now, I'm not saying that God cannot change somebody, because I'm a changed man. But at the end of the day, sometimes we wish things for the people that God never intended for us to marry or to be with. And now we stay ourselves in a dead place. And sometimes we have that revolving door. And then while in that revolving door, we let those people stay too long. And before you know it, 10 years have passed. You're not married. You got 4 kids. And you're still with the same person that has never elevated your life. And it's all because you made an emotional decision saying, because we got history or because we got kids, or because I think he know me better than anybody, or he gets me, and I'm going to stay with him. When you know that you weren't supposed to stay with him, now you stay with him and them because he haven't changed. So now he's still sleeping with you. He's sleeping with them and everybody else. And now your mind is all over the place. Your career is all over the place. Your desires to actually advance is no longer the same. And every potential that God placed inside of you has now died because you made an emotional decision to keep somebody there that God never intended. Your life is not supposed to be a revolving door. I'm going to say that one more time. Your life is not supposed to be a revolving door. And also, good point. Tanya, I got to pronounce that later. Tania, whatever it is. Tanya, okay? I'm going to say that. You got a good point. She said that, and also some people stay for financial reasons. And that's true. And that's sad. Because when you understand that God is your source, you will never have to be with somebody for financial gain or for financial stability. Matter of fact, the man preached today. He was the writer. His name was Michael Elliott. He wrote Brown Sugar. He wrote, I went to one church today. He wrote Brown Sugar. He wrote Like Mike. And he also is the owner and the founder of Hammer and Nails. And he talked about how basically you have to have super faith. And when you understand having super faith, that means everything about my life, I'm going to see it through the lens of God and not through my own lens. Because when you look at your own lenses, you know that I might need that person in my life. But in God's lens, you say, I don't need nobody but who God ordained. And so if God says I have to go through a season where I'm totally committed, trusting him, despite of whatever I'm going through, then I'm going to go through that season with God and God alone. I don't need nobody to suffice it. You have to be very careful with replacing people where God says, I only need me there and you. And that's it. So don't allow your life to be a revolving door for somebody to come and stop you from destiny and purpose. Again, do not allow your life to be a revolving door. I was a revolving door for 7 years. Listen to me. My life for one particular woman was a revolving door for 7 years. And for 7 years of my life, I was unstable emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. And honestly, my mind was never stable. So be very careful with what you allow into your space, because they're not supposed to be there. All right. So God bless. I pray that this message blesses you. I hope that you can share it or, tag somebody in it. But I love y'all, man. But listen, this is life. This is kingdom. And I'm really about to go through the Bible and teach y'all this word. I'm about to read a couple of more books and go to another place. All right. So I love you all, man. God bless. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And if you said what? If you've been emotionally broken, your lens viewpoint is also shattered. Your view isn't clear. But guess what, Sister L? You can be that way, but when you give it all to God, he will fix that broken lens immediately. Oftentimes we use being broken as a tool to stay broken. And you have to understand that when you trust God, he says in his word that I'll make a way of escape. So him being the way of escape is also the one that can heal that brokenness. So once you allow God to heal you, you will no longer have a view through a shattered lens. Your lens is only shattered when you reject or resist the power of God in your life. That's it. So when you allow the glory of God to be made manifest in your life, then you'll begin to see that God eyesight or the plans, for I know the plans that I have for you, you'll begin to see that God has already set the path clear. I'm about to do a teaching on that. And if y'all got y'all Bibles later tonight or sometime this week, read the book of Ezekiel. All of them, all the chapters. I'm going to do a teaching on it real soon this week, preferably, all right? So God bless. I love y'all. Do not allow your life to be a revolving door for somebody to come back and stop you from receiving what God has and block every blessing that God has in store because you felt like y'all had a chemistry or a connection or history. Don't do it. You are worth more than what you're settling for. You are not a revolving door because the person that's for you will not keep coming in and coming out, coming in and coming out. You're worth more than that. Don't let somebody do double dutch with your life. Your life is not double dutch, baby. Worth more than that. God bless. PSD, we out. Love y'all.